Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Retro Media Room. I've been thinking about it because I beat the game recently, and of Jedi Survivor, which I highly recommend. Great Star Wars game. There's really not a whole lot of great Star Wars stuff going around nowadays. So but this being a gem and this being a really good story and great gameplay and great graphics and everything, so I highly recommend it. But I thought it was interesting. I want to kind of like look back to Fallen Order, because I got the Deluxe edition for Fallen Order originally, which, it doesn't have like big special packaging per se, but it does have, alternative artwork, some DLC and the like. And then and I just wanted to kind of compare them because I thought it was interesting, because when Fallen Order came out, that was back when it was just the One X, the Xbox One X, and then this comes out, and now this is a Series X only. So I thought it'd be interesting just to take a look at them and compare them a little bit and point out a few things. So immediately you notice that the box type by now has changed a pretty good deal. Not entirely, but a pretty good deal. So as you see, Xbox One cases used to have kind of this top part, which I always kind of liked. Gave it a distinct look. I like proprietary game cases. Like I don't like it when it's like generic. I mean, most of them are, but in some cases it started to turn somewhat generic. But I do like how Xbox One kind of developed. They kind of for a long time on Xbox One they had this unique top to it, and PlayStation 3 did the same thing. And so I think it's pretty. I always thought it was pretty nice. But here's Fallen Order's Deluxe Edition. And it came with some. It came with some DLC and stuff. There's pre-order stuff as well. Yeah, unique cosmetics. It came with that. And there's the cards for that. I always keep these even after I use the code. Any paperwork at all, I always keep, because I hate that. I hate that almost that empty feeling, of a case where it's just nothing in there and it's very plain. This is another thing. Xbox One cases, it was always odd how they switch sides. Like normally the disc is over here, but they put it over here on Xbox One. It's very strange. It still throws me off sometimes. But the more packaging, the better. I even buy reproduction booklets sometimes to put in these, just to put something. I'm not worried about the code because I already used it. It just gives you that more of a premium feel. A game that did that, where it actually came as like it's had a slip cover and a booklet and map and all. It is like Cyberpunk. That was a very nice physical release, had everything in it. But and I get it. It saves on paper. But the warranty, limited warranty information on the back instead of reverse box art. That's always I mean, it's efficient. I get it, but obviously it's not as aesthetically appealing. I'd rather it be a piece of paper. At least it'll give it some more meat and potatoes inside, but that's okay. So yeah, Fallen Order was also great. I recommend both games. So then when we get to, that's another thing, the note the gray. Virtually all these Xbox One games, they got this dark gray spine, right? And in some cases they would only say Xbox, but most of them say Xbox One. Now with this guy. So they got, even though in the quality, it's still sturdy. It's still a good sturdy plastic. They haven't hollowed them out yet, as you saw with this one. It's not hollow. That's the important thing. And then with this, it's still good quality plastic. It's still rigid and nicely designed. But they got rid of the top part. Now it's a full art, and you could argue that gives more room for, because this actually, I love the box art in this Deluxe Edition. But you could argue that that gives more room for the box art to be able to be front and center instead of it being taken up by part of this. So it's definitely not bad. I don't mind it at all. This is more like, it's become more like PlayStation 4 games and PlayStation 5 games, like that, or in the boxes, the way they are. It's more like that, but green, and on the left side, the disc on the left side, which like this. That's actually, I like this. So when you look at it, like, it's not hollow. You got this here. So actually, it's very nice quality, actually. There's more going on. It's not hollowed out, cheap and flimsy. We got the DLC for this that I used. That was the Deluxe Edition content. The same You know, reverse side, no back box art or flip side, just warranty stuff. But I wanted to point this out though, because I was noticing it when I was looking for these. It's funny, the enhancements they show: Xbox One enhanced HDR, and then later on they updated it later on Series X and added 60 FPS and so on. And this is like optimized for Series X, Ultra HD, 60 frames a second, HDR10, ray tracing. It is a very impressive game technically. But I thought this was interesting when I was going through my Xbox games and I was looking at all. And you remember I said about the gray spine, which is the same on both of these, even though this is they're simulating the gap in the art and the slip, but this has actual spacing. But I noticed this. I haven't opened this yet. I bought this on sale for like $20-30 a while back. So but after all the updates and everything, so that's why I took my time. But I noticed that this is the only one out of my about my 5 shelves worth of Xbox One games and Series X games that this is a virtually black sleeve or black spine, I should say. I just thought that was interesting because all these it's black. All these other games are the dark gray, no matter what the franchise, no matter what the game. But then I noticed that this Grand Theft Auto trilogy was black, and I'm like, that's just interesting. I just never noticed any of the other ones being another color in the background than that one. So I thought that was funny. So anyway, all right. Well, just took a quick look at these because that was interesting, both to see the same franchise, contrasted the different boxes from the last generation to the current generation. They're great games. I highly recommend them. I've beaten them both. Great stories, great gameplay, great graphics. And now these are not cheap to get a hold of. They're still either full price or more, the deluxe editions. But but if you can get them for the right price, so on, it's I think it's worth it. I got these day one. So anyway, let me know. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything specific or more movies or more games or whatever the case. I've got all sorts of stuff ranging from beta tapes, VHSs, the Laserdiscs, the DVDs, the Blu-rays, the 4K Blu-rays, Atari 2600, all the way up into Series X and PlayStation 5. So appreciate it and have a wonderful day.